Hello friends, good afternoon all of you, and let's start today for communication skills class. So I hope that everybody is fine and you are doing your regular studies. So for communication skills, people have started with unit number 1, basic grammar. In that way, people have done articles, noun and pronoun, and we were about to start with this verb today. Okay, so let's begin with verb. I will share the screen immediately. All you people ensure that my voice is clear to all of you, as well as you people are able to see the screen also. So someone just reply me if it is audible, if it is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So first of all, what verb is for all of us? Verb is nothing but the word which shows an action, but not always action. Sometimes we people use helping verbs also where they do not show any action, but they can be used to just tell the fact or information or the state. In such case, those verbs can be used for other purposes also. But most of the times, what is it? It is action. Main verb. It is main verb. It is for showing an action. And here also, we people have discussed that every sentence must have a verb. There can't be a sentence without a verb. You can find the sentence without subject, but you cannot find a sentence without verb. So for example, here I would like to tell you people one sentence like this. So go. So only sentence go is only word, but it can be sentence also. So go can be sentence where there is verb. Go itself is verb. So that can be sentence. Or you can write another like this. Give me your pen. Something like this. If you're mentioning here also, you'll come to know you're not mentioning subject here, but verb is there. So give is verb here. But you cannot make any sentence without verb. Can you make? If you are able to make, you just tell me, sir, I can make sentence without verb. So can you make?
No, sir.
Yes, we cannot make any sentence without verb. And so therefore verb is important part for language, for sentence, for if you want to write something, if you want to speak something, if you want to use language, you have to be familiar with the important parts of speech, and that is verb. Okay, so let's try to be clear with whenever there is verb, that verb describes what is going on or that is talking about action. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. Is it visible? Second slide.
No, sir.
So I have to share it again. Okay, fine. I hope now it might be visible. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So on this slide, you people are going to just see now how you people can just use the verb in different forms. So here are 5 forms of verb that you people can think of. Okay. So which are those 5 forms? Let's try to pay attention here and try to understand them. So first of all, that is called base form. So what is base form? You can call it first form of verb. First form in the sense base form, mool kriya pad jala apan म्हणतो, that is base form here. Example you can take here play. Okay, then V1 instead of V1, both can be V1. Here also it can be V1, that is base form, but here it is with 2. So you can call it infinitive also. If you studied grammar in your 10th or 12th, you might have used it. That is also called infinitive. So what is infinitive? Infinitive is nothing but the 2, preposition 2 is used, and after 2 then first form of verb is used. That is called infinitive, to be form, or that is also V1. Always remember, after to, you people have to use V1. क्रियापदाचं पहिलं रूपच येतं to नंतर. Never you are going to say to played. It is not going to be used. Or you can take other example also. There is not going to be used other form of verb, but it will be always V1. Then here, next form of verb that we people have, that is past tense. Past tense is nothing but V2, क्रियापदाचं दुसरं रूप. So here example given here, that is played. And then we people have past participle. Okay, so that you can call here V3, same, that is played here. And then last one is your present participle. What is present participle? That is VING. Don't read it as wing. It is not wing, but it is VING form. And you can add ing to the main root form, base form, and that becomes present participle, like playing here. Okay, so this way we people use verbs. All verbs you will find in those 5 forms only. You will not find any other form of verb which is used other than these 5 forms. So you can take here other examples. Instead of play, we will use here write. So write, to write. Then what is second form of write?
Wrote.
Yes, Suraj, that is wrote. Then what is V3 form of write?
Written.
Yes, that is written. And it will be writing. So you people note somewhere that we people use verb in these 5 forms, and you people have to be familiar with those 5 forms, like maybe anywhere, if you're reading, if you're listening, if you are writing, or if you're speaking, you can use those 5 forms of verb in your communication. Is it clear, or any question is there about verb forms? Okay, if no questions, then here in next slide we are going to talk about these 3 forms. Which 3 forms? Because V1, that is clear, and VING is also we all people know, but we are going to focus more here on these 3 forms. That is play, played, played. Okay, play, played, played. These 3 forms of verbs. We people should know maximum verbs with 3 forms, because sometimes what happens, we do not know some of the verbs and we are not able to use their past tense or past participle. For example, if the verb is ride, can you tell me which will be the V2 and V3 of ride? Past tense of V2 of ride?
Right.
Is it same, ride, ride?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Road, ridden, rides.
Road, it will be road. Which road? R-O-A-D? No, R-O-D, road, and it will be ridden. That will be,
Ridden.
yes, exactly. So that's enough. We'll talk of 3 forms only. Okay, we'll not go for riding. Ride, road, ridden. So these things we people need to understand. We will find more and more verbs. So you people make a list of such verbs, 3 forms of verbs that you people can read through. Or again, those verbs that are new for us. For example, play is very simple and I know, so I need not to write play, but I don't know write. In that case, I will make list of such verbs which are new to me, and I will write their 3 forms also: ride, road, and region. So this way we people will just keep working on this. So you people just tell me here right now. We'll make some list of some of the verbs here. So 3 forms we people will make. So you people have to just add one by one. We'll talk of it. Yes, first of all, tell me one verb, 3 forms. Shirt. Vaishnavi, do you mean shirt?
Eat.
Eat. Okay. Eat. Then what is it? Now you people have to add. We'll make a list of few verbs here. Don't tell me those we eat, ate, eaten, go, went, gone. Okay, we'll make. Rishikesh, it is not audible. So tell me one by one.
Agree.
Agree. Which agree? AGRI.
No.
Agreed. Agreed.
Make.
Tell me, what is make?
Made. Making.
Or maked? Is it maked?
Add up. No, sir.
No, it is made. Yes, somebody said what?
Add up.
Adopt. Tell me, what is it? Adopted. Okay.
Behave.
Behave. You people have to add behaved. Behave.
Sell.
Which cell? SALE or
Sold.
sold?
Take.
Cut. Go.
Cut. What is cut?
Cut.
Don't tell me simple go, went, gone. Okay, we are thinking here new verbs.
Afford.
Enjoy.
Afford. What will be afford? Afford date.
Fall.
Enjoy. Enjoyed.
Now.
Coral.
Bite.
Coral. Okay. Yes.
Bite.
Bite. Is it this bite?
Yes.
What is it?
Freeze.
Bring.
Freeze. Froze. Frozen.
Right. Wrote written.
Right, wrote written, that is okay.
Now.
Now,
Awake.
Drink.
bring, awake. Awake, awoke, awaken. Bring.
Awoken.
Bring. What bring? Two forms
Brought.
of bring. Bring, brought. Fight.
Fought.
Fight, fought. Think.
Big.
Thought.
Thought. Bake. Do you mean bake? Bake. Baked. Then
Here.
Drink.
Spend.
drink, drank, drunk. Spend,
Work.
spent.
Drive.
Worked. Drive,
Begin.
drove, driven. Don't just only tell verbs. Talk about three forms also. Drive, drove, driven.
Appreciate.
Sell.
Appreciate.
Sell.
A sell is there. Appreciate, appreciated. Sell, sold already. We have mentioned here. Sell.
Eat or turn.
Read.
Ride we have done. Ride, rode, ridden.
Feel.
Failed.
Put.
Put. Same.
Where.
Where, wore,
Stand.
worn.
Carry.
Shake.
Carried. Shake, shook, shaken.
Stand.
Speak.
Stand.
Argue.
Stood. Argued.
Accept.
Accepted.
Lead.
Flee.
Laid.
Speak.
Meet.
Mate.
Bleed.
Weak.
Strong.
Strong, stronger, stronger.
Win.
Is it right? Strong, stronger, stronger, strongest. Sorry.
Need.
No, I'm asking about here. Strong, stronger.
These are forms of degree, sir.
So they will not come here.
No, sir.
See, remember, we are talking about what? We are learning verbs. And strong, is it verb or is it adjective?
It is adjective, sir.
Adjective, sir.
It is adjective. So you people need to understand that you should not get confused within verb and within adjective, because adjectives also have three forms. While learning adjectives, we are going to have these three forms of adjective also, but they are not verbs, so nobody should talk like this: good, better, best, strong, stronger, strongest, fast, faster, fastest. That is another category, and this what people are speaking here, this is another one, that is verb. Okay, so nobody should write this. Okay, so you people keep working or carry on this list of verbs, but remember what I have told, we have to go for new verbs. Go and gone, I know, I have studied it for a number of times, so don't write go and gone, I know it. Okay, if I don't know afford, in that case I can write it afford, afforded, afforded, or swim, swam, swum by Sakshi. These can be some of the examples that I have to write in my notebook, and I have to make a list of such verbs. I think that I have one PDF also that I will share, but you people keep working on that, increasing that list. Which list? The verbs that we people don't know, or new verbs, and there are three forms that we people are going to study. And if any meaning or tough verb is there, we'll find their meaning as well. So this way you people have to carry it on. Is it clear? Any difficulty about verbs?
No,
No,
sir.
sir.
No,
So here additionally we people have some of the list of such verbs that you people can see here on the next slide. Is it visible? Three forms of verb.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's try to read. I will read it. You don't try to be, maybe if it is visible, in that case it is okay. If it is not visible, I will read it. You people can just pay attention. So it says, first of all, bake, baked, baked. Okay, copy, copied, copied. Dry, dried, dried. Fit, fitted, fitted. Hug, hugged, hugged. Marry, married, married. Plan, planned, planned. Rely, relied, relied. Skip, skipped, skipped. Tip, tipped, tipped. Try, tried, tried. Worry, worried, worried. Ban, banned, banned. Clap, clapped, clapped. Drop, dropped, dropped. Shop, shopped, shopped. Slip, slipped, slipped. Stop, stopped, stopped. Travel, traveled, traveled. Empty, emptied, emptied. Here for to be's also people can have like this: be, was or were, been. Begin, began, begun. Break, broke, broken. Build, built, built. Choose, chose, chosen. Come, came, come. Do, did, done. Cut, cut, cut. Draw, drew, drawn. Eat, ate, eaten. Fall, fell, fallen. Fly, flew, flown. Get, got, gotten. Go, went, gone. Have, had, had. Keep, kept, kept. Know, knew, known. Sing, sang, sung. Tall, told, told. Win, won, won. Okay, so these are some of the examples. You people just try to note them down, those which are new to you. If some are very simple, like do, did, done, no need to write. But here two categories that you people are able to identify. One is of regular verbs and one is of irregular verbs. So can you tell me what is the difference between regular and irregular verbs? What are regular verbs? A regular verb means which second form and third form is same. Usually it is with ed suffix. Okay, so that is regular. In case of, you can see baked, baked, past and past participle is same, but here you can think break, broken, broken. Second form is different, third form is different. So in such case, what is called, that is called irregular verbs. Okay, and regular verb, that is second and third form is same. In such case it is regular, and if it is different, in that case it is irregular. Okay, so now question we people have, is it can we use have as a verb? So yes, have is also verb. It can be used as helping verb, it can be used as main verb also. How? Let's take an example. For example, or we take plural noun here. We have finished our work. In this case, have is verb, but here it is helping verb.
Helping verb.
Yes. Now I will give another example that you people can think. I have a car. Here, have shows possession, that is used here as main verb. Or another example I can give you people, so people can use have and had also like this. I have had my lunch. In this case, how it is possible, some of you may ask, sir, how it is possible have and had using like this? You said I have had, or you can use we have had, or she have had, like that also we people can use. But that is right, and you people can use this way also. How it is possible? Here have is helping verb, here third form of verb have, that is had. So therefore you people can use this one also. So I have had my lunch, that is sentence in present perfect, where this is helping verb, this is main verb. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right, then we'll go to the next slide here. I think that on next slide also you people are able to see now another classification of that. I think that I forgot here to tell the types of main verbs. So main verb is divided into two types, that is called transitive verb and intransitive verb. Okay, so transitive and intransitive, we will not go deep in transitive or intransitive. Simply I will tell transitive means the verb which is converting into passive voice, that is called transitive. And intransitive means that the verb or that sentence cannot be converted into passive voice, that will be intransitive. In Marathi you can call it sakarmak and akarmak, or there is no object in the sentence, that is intransitive. And when there is object in a sentence, that is transitive. Simply that people try to remember. Okay, so any questions about main verb here? In case of main verb, what do people have to understand? First of all, main verb can be used to talk about states or facts or action. Then there are 5 forms of main verb, like to be form, base form, past tense, past participle, and present participle, and 3 forms of verbs. That is only you people have to understand in main verb. Okay, then that verb or classification of verb, if we have done like this, in that case you'll come to know that next classification will be of like this: verb, that is main verb, and auxiliary verb. Okay, what is this? Main verb and auxiliary verb. So again, we people are going to classify that main verb into 2 categories. That 2 categories will be like this. One is transitive and another one is intransitive. Okay, so what is transitive? The sentence in which there is object, or we can convert them into passive. So that sentences are transitive. And the sentence in which there is no object, or we cannot convert them into passive, that is intransitive. Okay, like this you people have to understand. And then again we people are going to see the classification of auxiliary verbs. Auxiliary verbs are again divided into two types. Which are these two types? One is called primary auxiliary. One is called primary auxiliary, and another one is modal auxiliary. Okay, so in primary auxiliary, which are primary auxiliaries? People have to talk about all helping verbs will be coming here, like am, is, are, was, where, do, does, did, how, has. So all these will come here in primary auxiliary, and in modal auxiliary that we people are going to discuss here. Okay, so if it is possible, mix classification like this so that you people are able to understand. And we'll talk about these modal auxiliaries, because learning those M's are words where do, does, did, have, has, had is quite simple. I think that you people might have studied them earlier also. So M is used if your pronoun is I, and if it is in present tense only, then you can use am. Same case with is and are. Is singular, are is plural. In past tense, we people use was for singular, were for plural. Do, does, did again in present, simple present tense, we people use do and does. Did is used for simple past. Have and has, they are used in present tense. Present perfect. Had is used in past tense. So like this, their uses we people will talk separately, not here. Right now, we are going to talk about modal auxiliaries here. If any questions, you can ask. Any questions about verbs
No, sir.
or primary auxiliary verbs? You can ask in Marathi also. म्हणजे माहिती नाही एम इज आर कधी वापरायचं किंवा हॅव हॅज कधी वापरायचं किंवा डू डज कधी वापरायचं किंवा वॉज वेअर. If you have any question about these primary auxiliaries, you can ask. Otherwise, we are going to continue with modal verbs, modal auxiliary verbs. Okay, so no questions, no reply means no questions. I do not understand whether it is understanding or not understanding at all.
Understood, sir.
Okay, so let me ask somebody. I will ask here. Makarand, roll number 36. Makarand, is it audible? Roll number 36, Makarand. Is it audible to you? Are you paying attention? Or you're sleeping? I don't know.
Yes, sir.
काय अडचण आहे का?
No, sir.
Okay. Then let me ask here Aishwarya Kumar, 35.
Yes, sir.
काय अडचण?
No.
Then let me ask Kunal Yadav, 54. Kunal,
Yes, sir.
any difficulty?
No, sir. No difficulty.
Okay. Okay, fine. So you people keep learning, and when there is difficulty, try to tell me, or you can just keep finding more information on internet or Google also. Okay, so I will try to explain, but for talking about verbs in Marathi, for these verbs, there is no any kind of Marathi meaning that M and is sati ahe can be ahe. So Marathi meaning you don't expect for these helping verbs. एखादी गोष्ट कळत नसेल completely, if it is not able to understand, in that case I will explain in Marathi. But for that you people have to ask me, then only I will use Marathi. की हे सर आम्हाला तुम्ही आता सांगितलं मॉडल ऑक्झिलरीज कळायचं नाही किंवा मे बी प्रायमरी ऑक्झिलरी कळलं नाही असं विचारलं तर in that case only I will explain it in Marathi. Okay, so you people just take note of it. You have to ask me particularly, sir, this point is not understood, then only I will explain it in Marathi. Okay, fine. Model auxiliaries. We will try to understand model auxiliaries here. So what are model auxiliaries? Why they are model auxiliaries? Like we people have just discussed these verbs. Am, is, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, had. So they do not have their own meaning. Okay, these verbs, they do not have their own meanings, but model auxiliary verbs or model verbs, they're having their own meanings. They're having their own meanings. Why they are not having their meanings? Because they take the meaning with the verb which they come, or usually they are coming with main verb. Okay, and so therefore they are not having their own meaning. But that is not case with the model auxiliaries. Model auxiliaries, they are having their own meaning, and we people need to use them as per what we people are going to say or what we wanted to tell. Based on that, we can use these model auxiliaries. So which are these model auxiliaries? Shall and will, they are there. Can and could is there. May, might, must is here. Should is there. Would is here. And these are semi models like need to, dare to, and used to. So these are some of the model. They are not all model auxiliaries, but some model auxiliaries. Mostly we people use can, could, may, might, must, should, would, and these we people will see from the following slides. So let's go to the next slide and try to understand when and how we people can use shall as a model auxiliary. Okay, so first of all, you people try to understand uses of shall. You know that in future tense, we people use shall to indicate all future tense. To talk about all future tense, shall is used in simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous. For all kinds of things, we people use shall and will, both can be used. But apart from that, we people use shall for suggestions. Okay, when if it is into interrogative form, if it is into a question form, that becomes suggestion, that becomes offer, that becomes promise, that becomes instruction, that becomes confirmation also, like this. So let's try to understand first of all, that is suggestion. Shall I get a pizza for dinner tonight? Okay, so suppose that you want to talk to your friend and you wanted to just suggest something, that shall I get a pizza for dinner tonight? This is a suggestion that what should we have for dinner tonight. So one of the suggestions, there are different options, but one of the suggestions can be we can have pizza. So you can say, shall I get a pizza for dinner tonight? Okay, another can be offers, when you wanted to offer something or voluntary. That bag looks heavy. Shall I carry it for you? So by the sentence, shall I carry it for you? What you're doing, you're offering something. You're offering your service. You're offering your help to someone. Or you can use it in other examples also. Like for example, all you people are together, your friends, and suppose that you wanted to go for tea. So how you can offer, what you can say? Shall we go for tea? Shall we go for picnic? Shall we go for class? Shall we go for shopping? Shall we go for home? Shall we leave now? These are some of the words or sentences or examples with shall that you people can have or express offers. Okay, shall we go for lunch? Shall we go for tea? So this way you people can use shall in your communication. The next is for instructions. If you want to ask or if you want to give some instructions, you can use like this. What shall I do with your mail when it arrives? So you're asking here. You're asking here, what shall I do? Okay. So this way also, what shall I do? Okay, you can ask, or what we shall do, or where shall we go? Something like this. Then here is promise also, which shall, how to give promise or how to ask a promise. You people can use like this. You shall be the first person to know. Okay, so here it becomes promise. You shall be the first person to know. Okay. And here is confirmation in the form of a statement. I shall meet you there at 7. Okay, again it can be promise also. If you're saying like this, it can be also promise. So confirmation promise, that is means you're sure that you are going to reach there. In such case, you can say, I shall meet you there at 7. Okay. And here also people try to see the modal verb shall is not used much nowadays. It may still be found in formal speech and some legal documents. So shall is more formal. You people will find it that in written communication, in legal documents usually. So the most common use of shall in everyday English is in questions that offer or suggestion, like this: shall I or shall we? Like already I have told you, shall I bring a cup of coffee for you, or shall I help you? Something like this you can say. Or if it is plural, you can use shall we also. Shall we go home now, or shall we uh, go for party? Something like this. You people can try to use it. But you know that use of shall and will, you may have again confusion when we should use shall and when should we use will. That again I will explain. Originally, shall was used instead of will in first person, I and we, when talking about the future. So use of shall and will, we people will try to be clear with it with all pronouns. If it is first person, you people can use I shall. If it is first person plural, you can use we shall. And remaining all other pronouns, like if it is you, it will be you will. If it is he, it will be will. If it is she, it will be will. If it is it is will. If it is they, it is also will. But that is not hard and fixed here. Nowadays you people will find that you people can say I shall, or people can say I will also. Same case with we also, people can say we shall, or you can say we will also. So there is no any restriction, but a little difference is there. If you say I shall do something and I will do something, there is little difference. So does anyone know here if the sentence is like this? Suppose you say I will win the match, and if the same sentence with shall, I shall win the match. So in both sentences, are they same or there is difference? If it is difference, what difference you find? Or you are not able to tell me, or you don't know? You just try to tell me, Sakshata.
In the first sentence, I will win the match, there is a confirmation.
Yes.
And second one, there is a possibility.
Yes, that's right, Akshata. When you say I will, so what does it indicate? It indicates confirmation or certainty. There is certainty, sure, when you are sure, when you're confident. So that time you people have to use I will win the match, I will help you, I will do something. You're sure, you're confident, you're certain. In such case, you can use I will. And in this, I shall win the match, when you're not sure, when you're may win or may not win. So as Akshata said, that can be a possibility also. So for such reasons, you people have to think when you can use I shall, when you can use I will. So that is difference between shall and will. Okay. Then here again it says in the footnote, you people can read it. It says in all of the examples above, shall can be replaced by another modal verb. Suggestion, instructions, should, offers can be given with can or could, promises or confirmation with will also. So it is not only shall is used, but you can replace shall with these also. If you want to just go for suggestion or instructions, it can be should. Instead of shall I get a pizza for dinner tonight, you can say should I get a pizza, and that will be again okay to call. Or for offer, here you people can also say can we go for tea, that is also becomes offer. Or could we go for tea, that becomes again offer. Promise also, we people have just discussed about will, there is a kind of promise that you people can, or confirmation also. Here I will meet you there at 7, again that is a kind of confirmation also, or promise that you people can consider. So it is clear. Mostly people remember shall for what? For offer and suggestion. These are only two major uses that you people have to understand. Shallचा वापर दोन ठिकाणी करायचा. Mostly first if you want to offer something someone or you want to suggest something someone in such cases. Okay, if shall is clear to you, then let's talk about will. So in case of will, you will come to know how we people can use will for number of reasons, different uses of will that you will come to know here in this slide. In this picture, you will come to see that will is used for indicating future tense. Shall is also used for indicating future tense. I already mentioned that all future tense, simple future, future continuous, future perfect continuous, for all tenses, you people are going to use shall and will in future tense. So here we also, you people can talk, I will be 14 March, so that is about future. I will be late to the meeting tomorrow, that is again I will, that is contracted form of I will, that can be written like I apostrophe and double L. So you people need to understand, there are some students who are not clear with the contracted or contraction form of such verbs. There are many. Sometimes you are only able to see I apostrophe and then D. So what do you understand of this I apostrophe D?
I would.
Yes, it will be I would. It can be I had also, okay, but you have to understand whether it is I would or I had, depending upon what comes next. Based on that, you people have to understand whether it is I would or I had. That is, or again, you people can get contraction forms like this I and then apostrophe and then there is VE. So that indicates I have.
Have.
Yes, I have. Or like this also, people try to be clear with this. So that is used for future tense. Next, if it is used in question with will, people can make a request also. So how to make a request? From these examples, you people can understand. Will you call me when you get home? Okay, so there it is in fact a question. In fact, it is a question, but it becomes a request. So when you come home, that time you will call me. Like this, you are going to just use will. Or will you help me with my homework? Here also you can make request, or you can use other examples like will you close the window? Will you give me your pen? Will you pass the salt? Will you give me a glass of water? Something like this. Okay. So can you tell me one example with will? One request example with will.
Will you come with me?
Yes, that is the right. Will you come with me? That is again a kind of request that you can make to your friend. Okay, then next use of will is here, that is for offer. When you want to offer something, remember we can make offer with shall, we can make offer with should also, we can make offer with will also. So how to make offer with will? Simply you can say like this: we will pay for you, we will help you, we will maybe guide you, we will support you. It can be anything, or it can be willingness. So I will give you a ride home. So kind of help, a kind of offer, you people can use it with simply like this. Then it can be used for negative or for refusal. She will not return his call. Simply, if it is with not, that becomes a refusal. That is not much difficult, or that is not a different use that you people have to consider here. Refusal, if there is not, you people can get it negative. But conditional use is also there, and usually it is with simple present and simple future. Conditional. Jar asं झालं तर तसं झालं. Like this. For these reasons, you people can use it in conditional clauses. For example, if it rains, that is one clause, okay? And here rains is in simple present tense. I will bring an umbrella. So I will bring. That is conditional. जर पाऊस पडला तर छत्री आणणार, like this. If Sue wins, that is one sentence here, or that is one clause that you people can understand. If Sue wins the race, she will be happy. So she will. Here you people can just try to understand. That is in conditional sentences. You can make a number of such sentences. If you study hard, you will pass. If I come late, will give me a call. Okay, so with will, you people can make such conditional sentences. So give me one conditional sentence here with if.
If I understood what the teacher said, I could tell you.
Where is will here? With will. That is what sentence you said, that is right.
Another one, sir. Sorry.
No, it's okay. That what you said, it is right.
If it rains, we will go to the cinema.
Okay. Okay, so like this also people can use. Fine. So that's all about will. Remember, major use for request you can make. Will you help me? Will you come with me? Will you give me your pen? Will you give me your notes? So something like this. Okay. And for future, already people know about future. Refusal, you did not consider this. Offer, you can use it for offer, but that is again in plain sentences, you can make it offer like this. Conditional, we people discussed. Usually it comes with if and like this. All right, then let's, very important model auxiliary is can, that we people need to understand this one. Okay, so can usually most of the times it may confuse you, but we are clear about all uses of can. First of all, it talks about ability. Ability, क्षमता. काय करू शकतो मी, हे जर मला सांगायचं असेल, काय करू शकतो मी किंवा काय करू शकत नाही. With not, you can talk about ability and inability also. So for example, people can just think here, I can speak 4 languages. So this is my ability. Okay, and that is in present tense when people use it. So I can speak 4 languages. So all you people now think ki काय काय करू शकतो मी, and accordingly you try to tell me examples of ability. काय करू शकता तुम्ही? Tell me examples.
I can do today's homework.
Yes, like this.
Can play cricket.
Yes.
I can drive a 4-wheeler.
Yes, Vaishnavi.
I can go there.
Yes.
I can read a book.
Yes. So you can make a list of number of things that you can do. For example, I can sing, I can jump, I can dance, I can walk, I can maybe run, I can drive, I can swim, I can speak French, I can speak English, I can do number of things. Similarly, now you think of some examples of inability. काय करू शकत नाही मी? Tell me examples with not.
I can swimming.
I can swim. Now we'll talk about negative. Cannot. काय करू शकत नाही? I cannot swim. Few examples of not, cannot.
I cannot bunk the class.
Yes, very true. So I cannot bunk the class. I cannot jump. I cannot run fast. I cannot forget it. Yes, that is also right, Tejaswini. So you can think of number of things that you cannot do or inability. So that is one use. Next is possibility here. Next is possibility here. Shakyata. How? Here given example is smoking can cause cancer. Okay. Can cause. होऊ शकतो. That is possibility. होतोच नाही. होऊ शकतो. Okay. So this you people try to make in other sentences. Any other examples of possibility in can? For example, watching mobile for a long time can harm your eyes. Similar, from this only we'll take idea and we can make watching mobile for a long time can harm your eyes. Harm होऊ शकतं, झाले का? No, you're talking about possibility. होऊ शकतं. एक example for possibility.
You can fail if you don't study.
You can fail, yes, that's right. You can fail. Fail होऊ शकतो, like this. Then let's go here with permission. For permission also we people can use can. Okay. So, but remember this permission is informal. Informal means what? Do you know meaning of informal? Meaning of informal?
Anupcharik.
Anupcharik, maybe with your friends, with your family members, with your relatives, with those persons whom you can talk unofficial things like this. So can I use your book, please? So with please, it can be permission, it can be request also. Remember, if it is please, it is request. But can I use your book? Can I use your pen? Can I use your mobile? Can I use your bike? Can I do something? You can ask number of questions like this for asking permission. But remember that when you are entering into the class, can you say, can I come in, sir? Or no, you cannot say. What do you think?
May I?
You say, may I? So why you can't say, can I come in, sir?
It is formal.
Yes, when you are entering into the class, that's formal situation. So in formal situation, you cannot use can I, okay? Or maybe if you are entering into the cabin of your boss, you can't say, can I come in, sir? It should be, may I come in, sir? Next is your request. So there is not much difference between request, or if you are already, people have seen, I have told you, you can make a request also like this. Can you hand me the pen? Can you pass the salt? Can you give me the paper? Can you give me newspaper? Can you give me a call? All these things will become a kind of requests. Okay. Here is again offer with this can I help you? So that becomes can I help you? Can I send you some money? Can I do anything? That becomes offer. Cannot already people discuss with cannot. You cannot smoke here. Or can't. Contraction form is can't. Okay. So that's all about can. I hope that you people try to find more information. If you are not satisfied with the few examples that people have discussed, more examples can be discussed, or you just find it out from other sources. Use internet, use Google, use everything, and try to learn it. Be clear with all those concepts here. Okay, so I think now time is about to close, so we'll take attendance and we are going to stop our session here today. Maybe next class, you people wait for 5 to 10 minutes to start, because I have to just take your attendance and I have to upload your lecture on that teaching diary. In teaching diary, you people can find the notes for unit number 1. Some of the notes are there so that you people can refer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is absent. Then 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 is absent. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 is absent. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33 absent. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. 54 is there. Okay, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 is absent. Okay, so absent numbers for today's lecture are 10, 18, 23, 33 and 59. If anybody is present, just let me know that you are here. So anyone present out of those numbers? Okay, fine. So thank you for joining today, and do join for the next session also. We'll stop here. I will end this meeting for all. Should I end this meeting for all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions about anything?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Fine.
Sir, PPT सेंड करा ना टीचिंग डायरी मध्ये.
येस आय एम गोइंग टू शेअर दिस पीपीटी बट बिकॉज ऑफ आय कॅन त्या पीपीटी मधला पुढचा पार्ट अजून शिकवायचा राहिलेला आहे म्हणून मी शेअर केलेलं नाही. वन्स वी फिनिश आणखी 1-2-3 लेक्चरच्या नंतर मे बी 1 किंवा 2 लेक्चरच्या नंतर आय विल अपलोड इट. त्यामध्ये अजून वर्ब झाल्याच्या नंतर अजून आपण ऍडजेक्टिव्ह आणि तो मे बी टेन्स असेल एका लेक्चरच्या नंतर आय विल अपलोड इट.
Okay, sir.